Hey everyone, we're back with another 1510, and we have the white pieces this time. I will go e4. All right. I'll do my standard Italian game, potentially going for that fried liver attack. Okay, he does not do it. So I'll just make space to develop my bishop. This, I think, may actually still open up to a fried liver attack because he doesn't get out in time to castle when I jump in. Getting ready, I guess, to put this here, but I'm just going to, and then now this protects this square where my knight wants to jump, so the queen can't just take it. So let's try. Let's see what happens. I think they could just push this. What do I do if the queen comes here? Because that would be checkmate. I guess I could just castle. Okay, that works. I could take to force a messed up pawn structure. And I guess I win a pawn. And then I could bring my queen in and try to finish the attack. So I think with the free material, I'm going to just go for it. The other thing I'm thinking of is takes, and then the queen comes here. I guess I can just go here. Check, win material. I just have to watch out for mate still. Okay, let's take. And then I guess I could take here. That's a free piece. But that's a free pawn. Queen could still come here, which is something to watch out for. I guess in that case, I just bring my queen up. And then be prepared to trade queens and bag my material advantage. Oh, but then I would lose the bishop. Because the queen comes here. If I don't protect the bishop, then I'm just going to lose it. I should probably just develop. I'm trying to see if there's an attacking combination, but I don't think it's that obvious to me. Maybe just castles here. Yeah. Remove any checkmate threats. It's a slow move. It kind of loses time on the attack. I wonder, looking at it afterwards, if we'll have said there's a stronger move. Okay. I mean, I could push this here to just kick the knight back. And these squares are protected, so yeah, knight's just going right back to where it came from. Seems good to me. So I think I gain a tempo there, and then I can take, and we're completely fine to win the pawn. Yeah, and then if I can somehow keep this bishop here, that's really powerful because then the king can't castle. And there's no pawns here, so that's a weak square. I think I could bring even my queen right here just to keep it right there. Threaten this pawn, threaten this rook. It may not be an immediate mate threat. And then if my queen is here, if this queen wants to come in here, ooh, interesting. Then I could just go there. Well, I think I wanted to move this anyways, so I think we're good. I think we just have to watch out for, are there any places where I get trapped? Pretty sure the answer is no, because I can always go here and I can always drop back this way. I can even drop back here, so, and then from here, nothing is attacking that square right now. I don't see any tactics on it immediately because my king is safe. Wait, oh, I see. This is still here. So maybe I take here and then ask him, oh, no, I can't take here because then he can just jump back. Thinking ahead of myself here. Hmm. I can drop this back. Then there's no more threat. And then he has to go back and then I can still get this pawn and I can continue with my plan. I like that more. Oh no, but he can just take. God damn it. I could, yeah, I can't take this because you can just take. If I take, win the pawn, that seems good enough. Actually, I think I get away because take, that still threatens this, so this gives time for this bishop to go there, so that's great. Uh, yeah, black cannot both regain the material and protect itself from this attack at the same time. So I win a piece here, I think. Goes for this take, meaning this is good, this is fine for me now. Any threats from this, as long as I don't give up, as long as I don't move this bishop, we're okay temporarily. I could also take this with check. Oh, yeah, that's probably an even better move. Because we win the pawn with check. The king has to move because this is not going to come block. This block runs into a fork. So king can only go here or here or here. I could bring this to set up this. Yeah, okay, this looks stronger. So let's do that. Okay. Um, how do we start really going after him here? Develop seems like a natural thing to do. Somehow bring this out. Thing is, black can play knight to f6 to block that. I guess I can just keep piling the pressure on. But I think let's just keep developing. I mean, in a game where I'm ahead, just don't get behind on development. Don't get too far behind on the clock. Just gonna bring the bishop back. Can either bring it back here, maybe here. Both squares look good. This square may be better just because it's protected by this pawn and protects this pawn. So, but then it runs into this. I can always just take with that, but then I guess they trade off their doubled pawn. But that's okay. Worst case, I drop back here. Okay. Oh, I can take with check here. So let's do that. Why not? Double checking for any tactics. Don't see any. Let's do it. This runs into some kind of revealed attack. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, this is okay. At this point, I'm just trying to see if I can mate him. And I feel like we're getting close. I wanted to come here, but then you can just kind of bring this over here. Maybe just see if I can get rid of this bishop. I gotta protect this pawn. Okay, let's start with this. If he goes here, then I can go here and give check. See what he wants to do with that. I guess he could always go here too. Comes here, we can go here. I guess he could also do this. Same idea. I just don't want to get trapped. Let's say I take. He comes here. He has the protection of the queen. Where do I go? Well, okay, that's fine. I just want to trade off this bishop because it's annoying. Ooh, but then this bishop could just take. Ugh, not as clean as I would like. Okay, let's just bring this here to protect this because we're just so worried about this piece. Queen is a little bit trapped looking. Trade looks pretty good to me. I guess it does allow. Yeah, I think I have to take either take or run. Take sounds fine. And now this looks more appetizing if queen takes here. Okay, that makes sense. Guess still trying to block me off. This one has the defenders it needs now. Okay, maybe some kind of desperation, line it up with the king type thing. But I think this should clean things up pretty nicely. Has to be this. This is pinned. Okay, feeling a little better. Oh, I didn't even see that. Is that always there? Ah, well, I'll take it. I think that's probably resigns now. Now we're just gobbling up material. I guess the queen is set up for an attack. But yeah, let's just make accurate moves. Maybe this. Yep. I can just grab this now. All right, let's just clean this up. Maybe worth playing this just for safety. No bishops on the board, so I think it's a little bit less scary to weaken the squares in front of the king. We just don't want any back ranks. We just don't want anything lined up to checkmate him. Maybe we can give check here. Push this pawn just to keep it safe. Okay, that's interesting. I'm up 8 points in material now. Should be able to close this out without too much trouble. Just don't blunder, just don't blunder. Seems like keep the queen on the same side just in case some attack forms. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is great. He's protecting against that check, but I'm more than happy to trade queens here. I guess this does open things up as the last kind of beacon of hope. Let's just play this to 100% make sure there's no. We can play this, or I think now it's more appetizing to just trade queens. Because I just don't want these two pawns to become passers, so I think we're good here. Last ditch attempt to checkmate me. If I made the wrong move, it would have been mate in one. But now, even I can't blunder this game. Yeah, let's just pull this rook back. I think we bring this here. He takes, we put this here. Yeah, the rook cannot come and protect it in one move. The king can try, but then the other rook will just come and get involved. Just gotta watch for the back rank. As long as there's a back rank, there's always hope. I can go here or I can go here. This seems good. We can just push our way up. I'm gonna play this move for safety. No back ranks. Whoa. I think we can just take. That's a good kind of complicating move. Because if I take, then he can take, I come here, and then he could come in, and then it starts getting kind of scary. But with 3 minutes, I can at least take a second to not just make knee-jerk moves. Wow. Wow. Let's see. That's actually good. That's a good move. I could take this. Yeah, take. Um, yeah. Alternatively, I could take. Oh yeah. I should definitely do that. That's the safest thing to do. Just take this. Check. Oh no, oh, no, I'm in check. Okay, yeah. No, I think this is fine. We have to take this. And I think we just run this pawn up. He's going to come in. I'll bring this over. rook's over. Just run home. Yep. And that's game. Even I can win this. Good game, ThorHjoe. Okay, let's see how he did against ThorHjoe. Pretty clean game. I think really nothing to... Yeah. Seemed fine. Yeah, opening this up seemed kind of weird. I think this was the biggest mistake for ThorHjoe. Oh yeah, that first move was kind of a mistake. Now this is really a mistake because I can just take, and now I'm threatening the other piece. Threatening the bishop while also needs to take back material, so he can't do both. So he's going to lose a piece basically. I can take with check here, which is great, and put his king in the middle. Awesome. So in terms of development, I'm actually a little bit, I think it's about the same, minus the fact that his king is in the middle of the board. I did get castled. My queen side is completely undeveloped, but that's okay. So now, yeah, just trying to develop. This position seemed fine. You just have to be careful, I think. It's just one of those positions where I just have to kind of watch carefully and see. This nice little chain of defense is good. This was always safe and nothing was coming in. I guess could have played something like that. C6 could have kicked my knight, but nothing very dangerous. So my queen comes in. I expected this. I really just wanted to protect this square so that my bishop could come out because the bishop was being pretty weighed down on that pawn. This was kind of a weird move to just... I guess it's one way to block. I think maybe this way is a little better just because you get it with tempo. And then I actually don't know what the obvious next move would have been here. I don't think I can do that because after this, after rook b6, I don't see a really good square for my queen, and I'm more like on the run. I could potentially get trapped. So that's okay. That's why I just want to protect this square and get my bishop out. Eventually he decides to trade knights. I guess that makes sense. He develops a piece and removes one of my centralized knight pieces. But being four points ahead, I'm already way ahead. I didn't see an obvious checkmate right here, so I'm just like, okay, let's just trade. If the queen takes here, then I'm going to trade queens as well, because I can grab this pawn and this is no longer works because the queen is no longer watching that square. So the king would have to run up somewhere. Maybe I just win the rook. No, I can't because the rooks are connected. But then he decides to take with the pawn. I'm trying to just get rid of the bishop here. This pawn is pinned, so he has to take this way. And oh yeah, he just completely blunders the exchange there. So I'm ahead. I'm gobbling up pawns. I just need to not get my queen taken. I have just so many more pawns than him. Yeah, this, I wonder if there's a way I could have played this a little bit better. This was like a good last ditch effort, but I managed to just hold it down here. Getting, yeah, maybe just, I don't know. The other thing I was thinking was just check here. Then the king has to like go away to one of these squares, and then I could take. But then after takes, so I go for this instead. The other way I could have done this is I could have taken this way. Maybe what I want to do is bring my king in next time to control the entry point for the rook. That's a common theme with these rook endgames, is you want to control the square where the rook wants to come in. But I could have taken, and this would take here, and then it would be kind of uncomfortable because I'm here, and then we have basically two connected passers against one rook with minimal king help, which I would probably actually lose. So I think an alternative is to just come here too. If he takes, then I take, and then there's no like entry point for the king because these squares are guarded, and then these stacked pawns aren't going to do too much, but it's still two pawns. But in this case, I opt to take one pawn. He forces the take there, but at this point, I just calculate. I'm so far ahead on pawns that I don't even need the rook. Like maybe if I didn't have these two pawns, it would be more of a challenge, but I would just run this pawn up. I wonder if in this position I could win if there was only this pawn here and these two pawns and this and the kings. Could I win in this position? I don't know. I should be able to, but once the pawn gets pretty advanced, it's not trivial. I probably need to like get over here. I think once that king gets, if the king runs over there, then I could bring the queen here. And even if he pushes, I can just plant my rook here, and then king here, rook here on the file that the pawn is in is never going to, I'll just grab the pawn. So I think I would just win in that case, but I opted the easy way since I have the extra pawns. I'm just saying, okay, I don't care. You can bring your queen, you can get your queen, but I just have way more pawns than you, and that's game. So let's take a look. Let's see the analysis. So it looks like he did not request an analysis, wasn't interested. Let's go back to the beginning of the game. Yep, that looks fine. That looks fine. Looks fine. Okay, yeah. Okay, I see it likes bishop takes here. I went for knight takes, but that's virtually the same thing. And I castle, as recommended. Yeah, I was trying to see if there was like an attack. Like, what if I played queen here? But, oh yeah, I always got to watch out for that. When there's a protected space that the knight can jump to that attacks the queen, I feel like all those positions are not good. The other one was, oh, to take here. That looked kind of like a blunder. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, you sack this, and then you gain the material back. No, you don't. I'm up a piece. Oh, but I guess I'm about to lose it right now. Okay, okay, hops this in. Yeah. Yep, there's a total blunder there. Should go back, but oh, even worse. I take, oh, 7.5. Ah, interesting. I guess both are okay, but it does like that take more. I was perfectly happy to leave the double pawns there, but I get that. Develop this. Seems normal. What the? Wasn't about to leave that there. Protect the bishop. Okay. Trades. Wins another pawn. I'm not as familiar with the sacrifice your knight. Oh, I see. I guess I'm basically, for a computer, it's like, oh, you just calculate the short-term mates, which is easy. But for me, I'm not a fan of sacrificing my knight for no reason. Does it like that? Okay. Yeah, this is not a favorable move for him. But, oh, interesting. I was a little worried about this one. Like, what do I do after this? Oh, my knight controls that square. Nice. Yeah, should have seen that. Bend myself over backwards. Try to protect it. Oh, interesting. The optimal move here is still to take the bishop. Because I guess if he moves the rook, then it's just a piece. In this case, it's an exchange, so we get that. Now we can take this. He's on the run. Trying to set up mate, I guess, is more optimal. This seems fine. Yeah, I was considering that push too, just to lock things down. I guess this is kind of not good, but I was like, I have a chance to simplify. Might as well do it. It actually ended up being more work than I thought it would be. Yeah, I guess going to the 7th rank and then attacking from the back would have been a good way to do it too. I didn't like that, because then he could, like, come in, right? Interesting. Take, oh, I guess, yeah, eliminate back rank. Take mate in 18. It's fine with me. Okay, and then, yeah, the final analysis says I just got a lead and ran with it. Okay, thank you for the game, ThorHjoe, and I'll see you all next time.